Here we are at Rockingham, the Rock, for our next race in the Target Series Season number 5, the Oreo 300. On pole for today's event is the 31 Jim Gammett, 2's outside the 62 Jennifer Buford. Then 30 you have TJ Henley, 4th Gatlin Downing, rang out the top 5, Adam McDowell. Then 2's outside 6th you have Jonathan Buford, 7th John West, 8th Steve Morgan, James O'Curligan in 9th, rolling off in the top 10, Jonathan Rains. Then for the rest of you, I got Jose Andrones from the number 22s inside the 1 of Jade Jefferson. Then I got Luke Rainey and Alex Stewart, along with Jose Fernandez and Michael Ferris. Then points leader starting mid-pack, Joe Jefferson, the 32s inside the 23, Justin Heath. Then I got Justin Zidell and Marcus Sachi, along with Jason Larker and Jake Galloway. Then Hunter Powers in the 14, subbing for Jake West and Steve Larker, who is outside. Then you got Patrick Smith and Max Anderson, along with Roland Emmerich and Roland Cook. Then Marco Chapez, second in points, and Colton Yost, who is inside. Then a pair of junior motorsports cars, Eli Brighton, the 88, the 7 of Isaac Nichols. And then Wyatt Walker and John Gammett, along with Juan Garcia and Levi Shones. Michael Sanders, the other junior motorsports car, starting at the back, Jeff Bright. They got Alexander Rowe and Tim Randolph, along with Christian Parker on the final row. Luigi 2's inside in the 41st position, the number 32 car. So that's the starting lineup here at Rockingham. Let's go down trackside and get the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine! All right, take a nice big deep breath, buddy. Give your seatbelt a tug. Double check your steering wheel. Sit back, relax, get a nice pace, nice rhythm, and let's go out there and have a good day, all right, bud?
Great command to fire engines here at Rockingham, as we will go green for 45 laps in the Oreo 300, the pace car with the left-hand turn onto pit road from the banking. Jim Gammett, Jennifer Buford are on the front row in control of the start of the Oreo 300. They come down the front stretch. Let's get going for the final time in 2017. We're racing at Rockingham, green flag in the air. Oh, cars around on the back already. I see the 4 and the 3 involved. 33, excuse me. The yellow will come out in lap 1. And back in front, it's a side-by-side battle. And McDowell using the bottom of the track to get back in front. And the 16 car leads us back to the stripe here at Rockingham. Caution 1, lap 1. As we see that a lot here in the Target Series at Rockingham. Heavy contact with the inside wall for the 4 and 33, I believe it was. Steve Larker. Levi Shones has damage. Jason Larker as well. Now Shones with rear end damage to number 15. I don't know if that was after the crash because I did not see him spin down to the inside. So yellow number 1 on lap 1. Steve Larker, the 33, done and out of the Oreo 300 early on. Here they are, mid-pack. Hard racing. Steve Larker trying to get to the middle. Jason Larker. And it looks like Jason and Steve make some contact right here. Oh, Jason got to the wall. Steve nowhere to go into him. Colton Yost gets damaged in the 2 as he goes down and hits the inside wall. And then Shones, I think the 2 might have come up into Levi. Oh yes, Yo came up and Shones was there. And then Jeff Bright can't let off in time and spins the 15. Shones up the track. Oh, Tim Randolph in the 05, the 48 Christian Parker. That was a bigger crash than what we thought it was at the beginning, as so many great cars were just taken out in that. As it was a hard hit to the inside wall for the 33 and the 4. Not really the 4. I believe the 4 should be able to continue on, but 33 definitely done. Colton Yost has a ton of damage. Tim Randolph, Christian Parker get a lot of damage, and Levi Shones, of course, has damage as well in the 15. So that's good. Excuse me. That's going to take at least 2 cars out. As back in front, it was the 16 Adam McDowell beating TJ Henley back. They stay on the racetrack, not coming down pit road. McDowell leads back to the green flag and that number 16 Ford Mustang. Coming back green with 40 laps to go on lap number 6. Adam McDowell still out front. Tim Randolph and Steve Larker out because of that crash on lap 1. Shones, the 4th, Jason Larker, and 40th Christian Parker all have damage. Their 40th, 39th, 38th, 37th on up should be fine without damage. Luigi, the last of those guys. So Adam McDowell, the 16 out front for this restart. In second, it's the 44 TJ Hanley. Then third, James O'Curligan. John West up to 4th. Jay Jefferson up inside the top 5 already. Pulsar Jim Gammett back to 6th, Jeff Buford 7th, Alex Stewart 8th, Gatlin Downing 9th, and Jonathan Buford running out the top 10. So they come into the restart zone. Adam McDowell with the race lead, TJ Henley behind him in second. They come into that restart zone. As we mentioned, green flag back out. We're back racing here at Rockingham. McDowell with a pretty good jump there, but Henley with the better one. Jefferson all the way up the track, all the way up against the wall as they go through 1 and 2. And Henley tries to chase down Adam McDowell as they race off of 2 down the back. Some cars already into the wall. Joe Jefferson, your points leader, won them into the wall. Might lose some ground there. As for the race lead, Hanley back underneath that McDowell. He's going to try and grab it back through 3 and 4 and off of 4. Easy position right there. Hanley down to the bottom lane. Clears Adam McDowell before they enter turn number 1. Hanley out front. He's trying to rebound after his bad start to the season. Right now, doing a pretty good job of it, but here comes James DeCurligan to the inside into turn number 3. It has the preferred lane down low through 3 and 4, and DeCurligan will clear easily down the front, but Hanley gets down line. Here comes John West in the 89 for 3rd, underneath Adam McDowell to hit turn number 1. It's 3rd and 4th right there. They're about to be changed hands. John West going to grab it from McDowell. McDowell up the track, though, gets a great run off the top. Jennifer Buford, Daytona winner, coming back, pushing the 89 into turn number 3. Wow, look at Jim Gambit drive it up the track from the 6th position. There's your pole starter trying to fight back and get back up into the top 3. As the front 9 pull away, make it 10 now. As Jake Galloway is going to try and join that battle. As John West now goes up the track, as Jennifer Buford will move back to the 3rd position. Jim Gambit back inside the top 5, as here he comes to the bottom of Adam McDowell. Has Jake Jefferson behind him. He's going to be pushing Jennifer Buford through 3 and 4. Buford will clear for 3rd, but not quite yet. Jim Gambit back to the bottom lane, number 31. Gambit trying to get back up to the front here at Rockingham. Now back up to 3rd. Jay Jefferson now for 4th. And John West in the 99 for 5th. Or excuse me, that's Steve Morgan in the 99. John West in the 89. Jefferson for 3rd. Gets side by side with Jim Gambit. And we'll pull him and clear him down the front stretch. Jay Jefferson now to 3rd. As meanwhile up front, Hanley's still 2nd, but DeCurligan has gapped that 44 just a little bit. Now up the track, the 01 into the wall, down the backstretch. We've seen so many races lost like that here at Rockingham. A car gets high in 1 and 2, up against the wall, gets into the wall. We saw that happen to 3rd place man, Jay Jefferson in the 1, in the Gatorade Cup Series back when he was driving the 48. He got high into the walls. The yellow has come out for a crash in 3 and 4. Nichols in the 7 has backed it into the outside wall. Joe Sandrovich in the 20 with damage as well. Caution number 2 comes out, as we're only 11 laps down, about to be 12 once we get to the stripe. DeCurligan now out front over Hanley. They're going to come down pit road probably to replace these tires, as tire wear huge here at Rockingham. You want to get these tires off as quick as you can, and when you can. It looks like they're going to do it this time. Thought for a second they're going to stay out there. It looked like they're going high up at the track, but everyone going to be coming down pit road, get their tires on, get some new tires on, and we'll see who comes off pit road in front. Pit stops can make you or break you here, especially if you haven't gotten to the wall. The 01 got to the wall. Do they take time to try and pull the fenders out, make sure they don't have tire rubs, and does the 44 possibly beat him off pit road because of that? That'll be very interesting to see something like that happen. DeCurligan into his pit stall. It should be 4 tires for all these guys. Some might try and gamble and take 2, but I don't think that would be the smartest decision, as we're not. You see Hanley's stop sign. It's the actual stop sign. Jim Gambit, your pole sitter, blessed with that number 1 pit stall for winning the pole. And Hanley has an opening out because the 33 is out of this race. So Hanley blessed with that because the 33 is out. The 14 is teammate holding on pit road a little bit longer. DeCurligan trying to beat the 44 out. And it's a close drag race off of pit road. Hanley thinks he got it. He speeds up. We'll have to wait for official scoring. But right now, Hanley thinks he has the race lead off pit road. DeCurligan, though, just has not gotten up into gear as the 16 has also gotten by him. So we'll see what they rule the 01 at. Looks like they're going to be saying 2nd. Yep, 01 2nd off pit road. So the 44 barely beats the 01 off of pit road. Now let's check out what happened to get damage to the 20 of Joe Sandrovich and the 7 of Isaac Nichols. 7 car, all torn up on either end. Very, very strange spot for a crash to occur. Isaac Nichols in the 7, entering 3 and 4, and tries to go to the high side very fast. I don't know if he got bumped into the corner or just drove up into Jonathan Buford, but Joe Sandrovich, an innocent bystander, nowhere to go for the 20 car, and hits hard into the outside while Hunter Powers avoids it. Nichols with a ton of damage from that 7. You can see John Gambit, the 38, hits at the end. Jeff Brighton, the 5, avoids his teammate there at the end as well. So look at the 7. Wow, he wasn't going to make the corner if that 28 wasn't there. He was going to slap into the outside wall. I don't know if a tire went flat or what happened there, but the 7 drives it hard to the corner, up into the wall for Isaac Nichols. Yeah, Joe Sandrovich nowhere to go. Jonathan Buford's going to have some heavy rear end damage from that, so tough break there for these guys as 7 Isaac Nichols puts them into the wall. TJ Hanley got back in 2nd and led them off pit road by inches. And he'll lead us back to the green flag here at Rockingham, the 44 car out front. Coming back here with now 30 laps to go at Rockingham. TJ Hanley now out front as the 20 Joe Sandrovich is a lap down. He'll be 40th. Isaac Nichols in the 7 is the last car in the lead lap in 39th. TJ Hanley in the 44, though, out front for this restart. James McCurligan in 2nd. Jay Jefferson in 3rd. Adam McDowell 4th. Jim Gammett 5th. The Jeffrey Beeford in 6th, Alex Stewart 7th, Steve Morgan 8th, Justin 9th, and Jake Galloway rounding out the top 10. Your points leader, the 30 of Joe Jefferson, set to restart in the 34th position. Marcos Yepes, second in points, is right now 18th. So Yepes could gain enough points to get to that points lead. We'll find out, though, after 30 more laps at Rockingham. The pace car is back into pit road. Hanley into the restart zone with the race lead. He steps on the gas. We're back racing at Rockingham. Green flag back out. DeCurligan moves up high. Tried to block the one's movement. Oh, 52, Gatlin Downey blown up into turn number 1. Stays high. Some cars going up there all the way up to the wall. That was a great job there by Downey to try and get out of the way. And somehow everyone misses him. As Jay Jefferson has gotten to the race lead in 3 and 4. And they're 3 wide for second behind him. Jay Jefferson out front at Rockingham. Jim Gambit for second. Your pulse there coming back. He's going for the race lead in turn 1. And McDowell pushed off the track by Hanley. Hanley tied up the track as well. McDowell into the wall. Alex Stewart will take advantage of gained positions. McDowell down to the side of Hanley. As Jim Gammett is side by side with Jake Jefferson in 3 and 4. Downey has made his pit road. We stay green. Jim Gammett leads that lap. And your pollster back out front of Rockingham. James McCurligan back for second as Hanley is stacked up top 3 wide, falling into the wall hard. Yeah, Hanley smacked the outside wall hard. 44 car on the outside falling back. Doesn't look too great right now for him. He has a hole there. If he can get down in front of Eli, but I don't think that's going to happen for him as he was on the outside 3 and 4. Outside the top 10 now. Backtrack to the 13th, make it 14th, 15th position. It's still fading on the outside. He might fall outside the top 15 right here as Luke Raines behind him. So TJ Hanley, not a great restart for him. As the front 3 are all red. Got Jim Gammett out front. Guess that can be orange. Depends on how you see colors. James McCurligan is second and Jay Jefferson is third. Jake Galloway has gone up to 4th somehow. And here comes Jennifer Beeford up into the 5th position. Oh, look at that for a second. DeCurl into the wall and Jay Jefferson takes advantage. He moves to the inside. Behind them, the 22 was sideways. Jose Fernandez. He somehow held onto the car. As the 44, yes, the 44 has gone down line, but in the 16th position. So TJ Hanley outside the top 15 now. Look back up front. Jim Gambit, still your race leaders. We're about halfway through the race. Jay Jefferson, James DeCurligan fighting for second here. As DeCurligan back to the back bumper, that 1. Move to the inside, 3 and 4. Boy, Jefferson way up the track there. I thought he was going to get into the wall. DeCurligan now back to second. The 52 of Gatlin Downey, remember, on that restart blew up. It was a valve issue, so that leads 39 cars in the race and 38 on the lead lap now. With those issues as Jay Jefferson moves back to the inside, DeCurligan for that second position. These two not letting each other get away. And Jennifer Buford will take advantage and try and move to the 3rd position right here with this move. Maybe even for second. Jennifer Buford coming. Won at Daytona, trying to get her second win of the season. Oh, down to the apron though. Messed up the entry to the corner, allows Jay Jefferson to get away, and allows the 11 and others to close in on the 62. Take the 70 of Luke Rainey into the wall. Backs up a few. Whoa, Jay Jefferson way up the track. He really likes that high side in 3 and 4. Just doesn't work there. I believe we're going to have to make it work in 1 and 2. As Galloway will get 2 for 1 right here. He moves to the inside of Buford and of Jefferson. He's going to go from 4th to 2nd in 1 pass. A great half a lap there for Galloway as Jennifer Buford gets back into the wall. And Jay Jefferson back to the inside of the 11. Behind them, stacked up 3 wide. Teammates were there on the outside of the 3 wide, and then DeCurligan was in the middle as Marcus Sachi moves up position. Sachi won this race last season, driving for the number 12 team. Looking to repeat that, driving for the 66 as Heath and Galloway made some contact right there off of 2. Luckily, everyone keeps it straight, and Justin just loses some time right there. As we're coming to 20 laps to go. Jim Gammett from the pole is still out front. Jay Jefferson is second, trying to hold off Alex Stewart, who moves to the inside 1. Alex Stewart, that car looks pretty strong. Gets to that 2nd position. Jake Galloway back for that 3rd spot. Ooh, into the wall hard. It was the 87 of Roland Cook. And he'll lose some time as Jonathan Rains moves to the inside. The 99 Steve Morgan down low. Michael Ferris is down low. Eli Brighton, the 88, is in this battle. Just outside the top 10. Jeffrey Buford falls outside the top 10, but is closing back in. See TJ Hanley here has gained a spot back up to 15th, but no more. Now Jonathan Rains up the track. Almost into the wall. As up here, still battling inside the top 3. Jake Galloway is now 3rd. Justin Heath up to 4th. Make it 3rd as he goes through 3 and 4 to the inside of the 11. He'll go. Marcus Sachi now side by side with Jake Jefferson as they hit the front stretch. Sachi clears for 5th. DeCurligan going for 6th. As Heath clears for 3rd. 1 into the wall, Jake Jefferson. He'll lose that 6th spot. As Joe Sandroge has had the lap car, Jim Gambit, Alex Stewart will be the first 2 to catch him, as Gambit, though, has a pretty good lead. This is something we've seen in the Target Series in the past. The winners here at Rockingham have some pretty big leads when it comes down to the end of this race. As Marcus Sancho moves to the 4th position, trying to go back-to-back in the Oreo 300. There's a pretty fast hot rod right now. Steve Morgan got into the wall of 2. These tires going away as Jim Gambit has now caught Joe Sandrovich. It looks like he'll get by him without much trouble as he clears him off of 4. Sandrovich just has no power down the straightaways. DeCurligan back up into the top 5. That 01 car coming back here, but is it too late? We're coming to 15 to go this time by, and Jim Gambit has gotten out there and away. We can see Alex Stewart now trying to battle with Joe Sandrovich to get by. Whoa! Some cars into the wall. Heath and Sachi hard into the wall as DeCurligan will get by the 66. The 1 will get by the 66 and 3 and 4 possibly. The 1 trying to get by the 23 for 3rd. Yeah, those 2 at the wall pretty hard. I don't know if there's something over there off of turn 2 or if it's just very tricky and these guys are pushing it hard. 63 wide right here. Wow, TJ Hanley, John West, and Jeffrey Buford all in that 3 wide. Hanley gets a few positions back right there, but here comes John West back to the inside. See these cars struggling off of turn number 2. The grip is just not there. Look at these guys stacked up, trying to get around the 20 as Marcus Sachin, the 66, has been stuck up high. There's some 2 teammates right there moving by, Michael Ferris and Jake Galloway. Michael Ferris now going for 5th, and number 18, Galloway, will be going for 6th. Sachi gets by Sandrovich, but is still caught up top as Roland Cook moves to the inside. Jonathan Rains, Eli Bright also down low. John West got back by Hanley, and Hanley has faded even more, backed up to the outside lane. He keeps losing positions, gets it back, and it's just a big cycle for Hanley right now, stuck there in the middle of the pack as Heath will get passed by DeCurligan. That's for the 3rd position. DeCurligan now back up to 3rd. Alex Stewart 2nd, but is nowhere near. Jim Gambit's going to take a caution here for them to try and run down that 31 car. Ooh, Alex Stewart way up the track. Here we battle for 2nd. This is what Jim Gambit wants to see, a battle for 2nd behind him, as DeCurligan has a huge run down turn number 1. To the inside of Alex Stewart he'll go. Great racing here. 2nd on back as Jay Jefferson has hit the wall. Jonathan Rains is sideways off the corner, hangs onto it as he was battling inside the 87 Roland Cook. Now that could have been big right there. Rains could have spun on the backstretch, caused a yellow, and that would have been the yellow we would have needed to see if someone wants to run down the race leader of Jim Gambit. And now Heath looks for 2nd. Look at how far ahead Gambit is. The gap is 2.74 seconds back to 2nd place. It would really take a caution. We're coming to 10 laps to go. There is a smoker on the backstretch. A car is smoking down low. So far, we stay green. It's the 70 of Luke Rainey blowing up. So another mechanical issue. Kenny coasted around to pit road. It's like the car is gaining speed, so he's probably still under power. But Luke Rainey blowing up, and his day will be done here at Rockingham. He makes it to pit road. We stay green for now. Now to 9 to go for Jim Gambit. As they battle for 2nd, Michael Ferris has gotten up to the inside Justin Heath. You may be wondering, why aren't these guys just working together? If they work together, they could possibly get up to the front faster. It's because if caution comes out, you want to be in 2nd, you want to be in 3rd. Well, if the caution comes out with 5 to go, it's going to be a 1-lap restart. You're going to want to be in 2nd, not in 3rd. Michael Ferris clears for 2nd, but he's banking on a caution coming out. Jim Gambit is way too far ahead for them to run down. It's over 3 seconds now for that 31 car. Oh, Gambit got into the wall pretty hard right there, though. The tires are going away. You can see the 18 sliding. 4-wheel slide off of turn number 2. Tires going away on these cars as we're in a long green flag run. Not much time left. Levi Jones is ahead, but he's not too slow to where he'll impact the 31. There's a lot of lanes you get around lap traffic here, too. Jim Gambit once again up high. Didn't get into the wall that time, though. Jake Galloway's gotten to third, but he's way up high. He's into the wall. Just needs to move back for third. Back here, there's a big battle just inside the top 10. Michael Sanders has that top 10 spot, but Eli Bright wants it in the 88. Jonathan Range and John West are also just inside the top 10. They're trying to hold their positions, as Juan Garcia and some others. Marco Chapez, second in points, is right now 16th, or he might be 15th now. Yes, 15th. Top 15 for Marco Chapez. Your points leader, Joe Jefferson, is all the way back in the 27th position. Not the day he was hoping for, but he's going to try and finish as high as he can, limit the amount of points he loses. We're coming to 5 to go, so now if the caution comes out, the race is over. So Jim Gambit basically just has to keep all 4 wheels on the car, just keep that car out of the wall, and he'll be good to go for the race win. It's down, though. The gap is down to just under 3 seconds. As Michael Ferris has kind of gotten away from third place on back. That's why the gap is closing down, because the 18 has no challenger around him, but it's too late. Too little, too late, I think, for the 18. He's not gaining enough. It's 4 to go. The gap is still over 2 seconds, I would believe. 2.5 seconds, probably. Probably still over that. Yeah, it's still over 2.5 seconds. It's about 2.7 seconds. So he gained a 10.5 that time by. He would need a lot more in these next 3 laps to try and win. Oh, into the wall goes Steve Morgan to Curligan. They're trying to hang on to it. They do. They merge back up, and somehow they keep their car straight. And Morgan has not lost a spot. I don't think DeCurligan might lose 1 spot here, but they're not going to lose a lot. In fact, it hurt Eli Bright more than it hurt them. 3 to go. The gap for Jim Gambit now stabilizes around 2.7 seconds as Justin Heath back into the wall from third. They see 2 to go this time. Jim Gambit, next lap car is Isaac Nichols. He probably won't catch him. So dominating day for Jim Gambit. Started on pole, fell back. Handling DeCurligan looked like the first 2 in line to win this race. Another caution comes out. Pit stops happen. Jim Gambit, they make some adjustments to that car, and it fires off. And it's still firing away on all cylinders. As he comes around, he'll see the white flag this time as he goes through 3 and 4. He's opening up the gap just a little bit to the 18 of Michael Ferris. As he comes off of 4. 1 lap left at Rockingham for Jim Gambit. White flag, final lap of the 2017 year. Jim Gambit, dominating performance here at Rockingham. He's pulled away from the battle for second. Michael Ferris has it over Justin Heath. Levi Jones, the lap car in between them as they hit 3 and 4 for the final time. Jim Gambit all by himself. No car near him. Jim Gambit dominates at Rockingham, pulls away to victory lane. Jim Gambit wins the Oreo 300 at Rockingham. Checkered flag for the 31. Ferris second. Heath third. Fourth, Steve Morgan. John West fifth, and the others come across. Dominating performance there from your pulsator, Jim Gambit. What a day it was for that 31 team. Jim Gambit to victory lane as he beats out Ferris, Heath, and others to victory lane. And this could definitely propel him into a chase position. As let's go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Oreo 300 at Rockingham. There were 2 caution flags for 8 laps and 5 lead changes among 5 different drivers. And Jim Gambit starting on pole, dominating lean 29 of the 45 laps to victory lane. Michael Ferris ends up second in the 18, tried to run down the 31, just could never do it. Justin Heath ends up third, Steve Morgan fourth, John West fifth. Then James DeCurligan in 6th, Michael Sanders up to 7th from 38th. I'm sure he'll definitely take that. Alex Stewart in 8th, Jake Galloway 9th, and Juan Garcia rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20. See, Jennifer Beefer is in the top 15 pretty much all race, ends up 13th, decent day for her. Marco Chapez from 30th to 14th, I'm sure he'll definitely take that. So he was second in points, and the points they were fading there during the race. Jay Jefferson was in the top 10 all race, slipped at the end to 16th, not what he wanted. Name that we didn't mention, Coluigi from 41st to 20th there at the end. Marcus Sachi fell to 21st there. TJ Hanley from 3rd to 23rd. He led 4 laps here today. Hunter Powers won at Bristol, subbing for Jake West, finishes 24th here today. Joe Jefferson finishes 29th after being the points leader, not what he wanted. He's definitely going to lose points here as the 70 blew a piston, the 04 blew a header, the 52 blew a valve. So 3 mechanical failures that are happening under the green flag at Rockingham. As 2 cars finished laps down, 35 finished on the lead lap. As now let's go look at the point standings. 6 races down here, the point standings, and Jim Gambit has fired into the point lead with his victory at Rockingham. He has it by 57 points over Joe Jefferson, who keeps second. He's ahead of Marcos Yepes by 1 point. Yepes is now third. Jennifer Beeford is fourth, and Justin Heath in fifth. They got Gatlin Downey in sixth. Michael Ferris is seventh. Cole Luigi eighth. Jonathan Beeford ninth, and Levi Shones in 10th. So there's your top 20. You can see some winners here inside the top 20. Jim Gambit, your points leader, and they got three of them right here. Jennifer Beeford, Justin Heath, and Gatlin Downey. And then you got Alexander on the 82. So that is right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winners in the top 20. And you see our other winner. I don't even see him. Where has our other winner gone? Oh, right. Our other winner is Hunter Powers, who's only started 2 races. That is why he is not up there in contention. So we have 5 drivers right now in the chase off of wins. The rest would be filled by points, but it's still only 6 races into this season, a long season. To get to the chase, a lot can happen to give these people some chase spots. As the next race will be a wild one. We've seen many fall finishes here in the past. The Sunoco 200 at Chicago. See you guys then.